the appropriateness of that.
Oh well, to each their own.
Just give them 1 more second for TeamSpeak. We got a few of them on.
59 points.
It's close enough.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see why it's 59. 2 scouts.
We could use a lol tractor.
We don't need 2 scouts, do we?
Nah.
Abumnab should stay in the T50 though, he seems pretty comfortable with it.
Or Keltar could move up to a 1S. If he wants, so.
Yeah, that'll work.
There you go. So much for tank destroyers.
I
Alright,
feel
so
bad. That Hellcat wants to get in.
looks like we got everyone on here except for one.
Hang on, I need to load gold.
Yeah, it just looks like Maxi, I think, isn't on.
He was telling you to launch the game at 47 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, his rating's 13.
My rating's 20, but partly it's called my computer. I was getting like 10 frames a second or less. Now I got a video card, so it's much better.
Yeah, the game's really wacky at times, though.
I never really cared about my stats until recently.
I play most of my games at 10 to 15 frames per second with a fan blowing full power into the side of my laptop because that's my cooling system.
Okay, so it's send KV1Ss and the KV2 up north to like D6. You can push pretty hard. The 2 VKs and the E8, let's go through F5. Let's have the KV2 go down south in that J line. The TDs can scout wherever they feel like it. I'm not a good scout.
Let's go. I can't believe they have so few players.
It is odd.
Ordinarily I load gold, but I'm gonna hold on.
What we're gonna want to do is heavies up north, KV1, and you guys are gonna push into them, and then the 3 mediums are gonna push in secondary.
I got 2 different orders. Do you want the KV2 north or south?
The KV2 south and the J line.
Okay, cool.
The KV2 can push up since it doesn't look like they have anything there. The 8, can you go Peaches? You guys push through your bait. B1S's just sort of stick as a group. The scouts, if you can find their arty, most likely they're up in D1. The mediums will help you deal with whatever's in their base.
That one went right through.
Focusing the VK.
They blew off our track. We're stuck. Enemy armor is hit.
Pretty much we want to stick as groups as much as possible when we encounter people. Their team was a little short, but we made pretty short work of them.
Good job, ladies.
So yeah, I guess ready up on anything you want. Okay, so I have tier 4. Or, yeah, you can bring your 5 Keltar.
Another short one.
They have enough points. What we're gonna do in this is KV1S's, KV2. You guys are gonna head up the 9 line. I want the Cromwell, the EZ8 to push up the 9 line 2 and the E9. The 3601, the 2 tier 5 mediums. We're gonna head up the 6 line. T50 if you can scout the left side of the map. And the Gurley if you can position yourself in the bottom right corner.
Move out.
The mediums in the middle, we sort of want to go to F6 at first. then sort of see how it pans out. Pushing up the 9 line, sort of play it safe at first. Alright, they're pushing up the left side of the map.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Alright, KV-1Ss, can you fall back to the bridge area? The 2 mediums push up the 9 line with the KV-2.
He's gone. Find another target.
It's in the middle, just in the cover. P50, can you make a run up to their flag area, see if you can spot Artie? It's in the middle, sort of push north a little bit. If you can safely. If you're not able to, just stay there. Pushing north, unless if you hit into something.
We've hit them hard.
Let's focus KV-1S down.
Go through.
Swarm to 3601 over here. He's the only one up near the flag. V1S is in the south, you guys can engage those guys. There's 3 1Ss down there. It's just push through the flag and see if we can find Artie.
Gotcha.
Alright. It's pretty much what we're gonna at least do for now is we're gonna have all the heavy tanks group up, KV-1Ss, and then the mediums most likely are gonna stay together again. Feel free to bring whatever you want to in between battles. You can, I don't care if they're KV-1Ss or not. The 3601 did get changed, but I wouldn't really call it a nerf. Okay, can the mediums go over to the... Or actually, hold on. T50, can you sort of dash over to the middle of the map, like the E6 area, scout over there? Mediums, I'm gonna want you to push over to G4 on the other side of those rocks. Go in through E3 and then over there. Heavy tanks, get down into G1. T50, just sort of scout over on the right side of the map.
You say G1 for the heavies?
The heavy tanks.
Move out.
Mediums and fast tanks other than T50 get into like G4 on the other side of those rocks. Yeah, T50, you sort of just scout over on the right. Doesn't need to be a flag, just sort of let us know what's going over that way. Let's get over into G4, guys. Sort of follow the rocks. Don't go into the middle road, not the middle road. We need to help these heavy tanks that are going to be down here.
Enemy armor is hit.
Alright, focus on that one KV-1S and H3. Wrapping behind these guys. Heavy tanks just sort of push into H1 safely. We're going to be coming from two different directions.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Mediums is push right into H1. Heavy tanks come south into H1 too. You really outnumber them here, so if we all push, we'll be okay.
88 behind us.
Send Nord to TD for now. Get these heavy tanks down here in H1. So all the mediums and heavies crash in.
That one didn't go through. We're dead for. Get out.
Come on guys, don't hesitate, just push in there. Alright, just you're gonna want to push up above the H line. The TDs have a shot down the J and H line. And then just move as a group into them. Nice job, Lemon, too.
One of our tracks is hit.
Wow, I got the most damage dealt.
Hey, good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, basically, what I always try to do is have the heavy group sort of meet their forces and then slam the medium and the fast group in from the side. You still here, Tender?
Oh shit, yeah, sorry.
He was daydreaming.
Okay, for this, let's get the heavy tanks. The 2KV-1Ss. Can you guys sit at the south bridge around H4? Medium tanks, let's head north up the 2 line. And the T-50 scout the north too, up the 3 and 4 line. The Hellcats can come north as well.
Let's get this show on the road.
A large amount of KV-1Ss in the north. I'm gonna want the mediums to fall back. We're not gonna push across the north. But if we don't really see anything up here, we're gonna play pretty aggressive. And Artie, to sort of stay away from the southern bridge. Okay, so Artie, can you move up to C1 area? V1Ss, you can move north above the flag. Mediums, let's push across sort of to the bridge. Hellcats can stay back a little bit behind the mediums. The T-50, can you scout the south now? You don't have to go across the bridge, just sort of spot for us down there. Actually, T-50, can you go across the middle bridge, then sort of wrap up and go up the 8 line? D1S is just sort of see if you can get shots on D9. We're gonna wait for the T-50 to go up the 8 line. Right, can the Hellcats move into A0? Mediums push over to D9. KV-1Ss, you can move into F6 across the bridge.
Nice shot.
They have a couple tanks down in town, it looks like, in J7. So keep them. Let's chip away a few of these guys before we make our move. Sort of stay balled up here in safety for now. T-50 can go light them up south.
You can go through.
But, mediums push south, down the 9 line, heavies sort of keep them preoccupied down there.
We didn't even scratch him. We're dead for it. Everyone get out.
Alright, heavies, you can push south. Looks like the mediums cleared that out.
Dang, they got me.
Jump.
Yep, nice job, guys. Just 1 second. Do you guys want to try something out a little bit differently with a bunch of scouts and arty? So we can get a few more people in? He said no. Basically what we're going to be looking for is tier 3 and 4 arty, and then most likely tier 2 to tier 4 tanks that are pretty quick.
The only low tiers that I have is a T60 that's just not really good, and a Valentin AT.
If not, just ready up any tank you can.
We need some muscle.
Is Black Hawk here? Alright, Pep, you can bump up. Pep, can you bump back up to your KV-1S?
We're at 56 now, men's, and there we go.
Yeah. Let's see. So we have 3 tiers. We have 5 tier 6s.
This might be interesting. Well, I might have a skill.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit different.
We can pull into Bison now. Skill went down to a 1.
Neat.
Thank you.
Whoops, that's the wrong link. I was trying to link him the TeamSpeak if he wants it.
Shameless advertisement.
shoot, that's the wrong one.
To see if any of these new guys jump on TeamSpeak for a second.
Is anyone ghosting our own game? Just curious.
I have it delayed by a minute. So even if they are watching it, it's not gonna do them pretty good. They're just gonna see their dead tanks. Or our dead tanks.
What did you mean by that?
Basically, someone who's playing us watches the live stream I'm doing right now. They'll be able to see where all of our tanks are.
Oh wow, you're doing a live stream?
Yep.
I mean, why do you do that?
I just have my website, so I live stream from time to time. Alright, so looks like he jumped out. You guys can bump up a little bit if you want.
Right, I can take.
Or not everyone.
Banjo gets to play a tier 1. Cool.
Tier 2.
Alright, so
Okay, sounds good.
So what we're gonna do here is 3601 and 1S, you're gonna be grouped together. Then the E8, T34, and both Cromwells are gonna be another group. The M4 you can be grouped with the KV1S. Basically what we're gonna do is try to spot a bit, let Artie work, and then we're gonna sort of flank them. Hopefully. If we all don't die right away.
I don't know, we got enough sixes to hold them back, I think. That's true. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you ran into a good group.
Yeah. And it's frickin' this assault. Alright, so I want all the mediums and heavy tanks, basically all of our top tiers, go down into the J1 corner. All the arty sort of make your way over that way through the K line. I'm gonna want the T50 and the T127 to sort of scout the path north, the 9 and 0 line. You guys are gonna sort of spot them, run away. We want to see where they are. I don't want you guys to push too far and die. Essentially we're gonna concentrate in the K1 corner. We're gonna try to spot them and whittle them down since they have a lot of Hellcats. Can the T127 or the T50 sort of scout up the 0 line? Alright, JD, I sit back on K7, that corner there for now. Get Artie. I want Artie to move up into K3, K4. Peaches, you can start working your way over to each one. And JD, you can come up into K3. If the T-50 can dash over to D5, sort of go free first. Or actually, let's get that scout dead first. Push up the one line. K8, Cromwell. Just move into K1, J1. 2 medium, K5. Stick back in K3. Pushing up, just don't stop, just push right into that TD, work as a group. Already focus on the middle of the map.
Do you want the mediums at K3 to cover the K line or to cover the middle of the map?
Cover the middle. Just sort of stay on the ridge still though. I don't want you to push down into them. The guys up at their flag, make sure you stay north as possible. Alright, the mediums at the south, let's get those 2 Hellcats out.
That was close.
Guys at the flag, just push onto it. Don't let that already keep spotting you, just kill them and then sort of work your way south again. Okay, so obviously this doesn't work.
It was fun though.
Yeah, just figured try something different, get everyone in.
Yeah, the wrong team to try to get. That was true.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
What works good is 2 grills and 2, what is it, SU5s?
Yeah. Yep, nice try guys, figure shake it up a little bit. Does anyone want to sit out? Alright, that looks good now. Thanks, Misfire and Kaltar. So what we need is 1 Arty, we have our 1 Scout.
Blackhawk can play for me for a game or so, or a few games if you want.
Alright. Alright, Parrot, we have a spot again.
We lost somebody, didn't we? What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Alright, so we already have a scout. Actually, I'll bring an Artie. Alright, let's send a T-50 if you can sort of scout into the E-line and then wrap back. Hellcats, T-34, and the VK-3601s, it's getting to that middle road. KV-1Ss, can you go down to E2? Cromwell, you can go into the middle road too. Growy, sort of wherever you think best is down for you.
Move out.
Sorry, 1S's? Couldn't hear you.
E2. The fast TDs and mediums were going into the middle road. Straight down through the field here and getting there quick.
They're pushing up O-line.
Yep. Let's get into this middle road, just don't hesitate. Once we get here, we want to move sorta into F4. If the scout, or low tiers and scout, if you can get onto the flag, we're gonna set up here the mediums. The guys in E2, can you move into the middle road? F2, we want to be able to support each other. 601s, we can sit here behind this little hill here. And then sort of fire on them as they push into the middle road.
That's gotta hurt. Enemy is hit. That one bounced. That's gotta hurt.
Cromwell needs orders.
We all just want to get in this middle road right now. Everyone with weak armor, just sit in the back, try not to be spotted.
We've hit them hard.
Alright, KV1S's, you can start pushing up.
They're hit.
Push through the middle road.
Enemy is hit.
Can Hellcats and Cromwells, can you guys go down that diagonal line starting at G3? Sort of flank them from the south?
Punch right through their armor.
Alright, guys in the middle road, pull back. Going south. They have their already up in E0. Just pull out of the middle road. And whatever the hell your name is.
Is damaged. The engine is smoking.
Artie, can you get on cap? Just sort of turn a little bit. Mediums, mediums, can you go, bro? Take out that Artie. Just sort of keep for now. So we can push through the middle road.
That one bounced. We're dead for. Everyone get out.
Just push up through the middle road, guys. I don't think he's on Teams. Alright, nice job.
Ooh, I hit him
Nice.
blind.
That defense on the middle road was pretty fun to watch.
Paradox, are you back?
I am.
Alright, can you hop in here? This guy's not on TeamSpeak.
Did you all win?
Yep.
Is Applejack here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yep.
So, if the Grilly or T50 want to bump up, you can. We don't necessarily need...
JD can bring a KV1S if you'd rather have that.
You can play whatever you want. I'm not picky.
Oh, Scrubs United.
Or not.
That is pretty badass.
Okay. Alright, we'll just go with this for now.
You could take one of these guys with tier 6 something, and I could go Bison.
He wants that Bison.
Hang on a second.
Alright, next game we'll be able to do that.
I love him, man.
Okay, this is new. Alright, let's have the T-50 sort of dash south and scout them first. KV-1Ss, if you guys can get into the E6 area there, on the left side of the track. Mediums, we're gonna head down to 2 line. Hellcats, stay behind the mediums.
Oh, the left side, okay.
Don't.
Time to roll out.
And go over the tracks, right?
Just stay on the left side, on the 6 line. Heavy tank, KV-1Ss. Mediums, we're going on 2 line. Hellcats, stay a little bit behind the medium. T-50, if you can go south, sorta, if you can poke down the 4 line, where that little depression is in the 3 and 4 line.
Little confusion. Over the bridge. Over
to the
tracks?
east or the west of the tracks?
This is just, yeah, stay on the west, east. It's right on the arc side.
10-4.
We all just stood there. It was great.
Yeah.
It was like we weren't sure which way was left.
Mediums, just keep pushing south. Cats, you can support the KV-1Ss if they get pushed on.
Oh crap, they got 3 on cap.
I'm not spotted yet. Let him come closer. Come on. Oh, this is not gonna be good. We're gonna push you.
Alright, KV-1Ss sort of push south safely. Keep in mind they have people on the flag. T-50, if you can come down through the 7 line. And then try to reset cap. Hellcats, just keep moving south with mediums. Mediums, we're gonna push across the southern crossing.
They're gonna catch us.
Yeah, KV-1Ss, you're gonna have to be a little bit reckless.
Alright.
Gotta get a shot.
Oh, well.
Still cover my shot. I could kill him.
I didn't want to meet him right on the flag because we wouldn't be able to out-alpha him. I guess it didn't work.
If we only had that Bison.
Yeah.
Totally, man. I could reset.
That's
No
what.
time.
Actually, when I said it as a joke, but as I said it, I was thinking, with the gold round, he probably could have reset it.
Totally. Bison is great, man. Can make damage almost like grill.
I'm gonna get a 10-4. I'm gonna get a glass of tea. Be right back.
Alright. So yeah, you can switch to your Bison if you want to now.
Thank you.
since you like it so much. Although I do agree, the bison's it's pretty nice there too.
Dang, I've been set on fire a lot today. Let me check something real quick. Hang on.
Alright.
Bison is too powerful for tier 2, you know. Really.
Next perk I research is going to be firefighter. Pudding Pop. That's a funny name.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Okay, we're defending. Alright, let's get the KV-1Ss. You guys are gonna be in E6. Mediums and Hellcats sort of push over to C6 along that ridge, like B6, C6. T50, you can scout the north, sort of pop over that ridge before us. What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to try to take them out before they get across those tank spikes there.
Let's get this show on the road.
We're all gonna focus in the north, and then we're gonna worry about the south next.
And where do you want me?
We're gonna be on the C6, B6 ridge at first. We're gonna, if we can get off this poke. Alright, mediums focus on the stuff in A6. 1S is focus on those 3 and D5, but don't leave the build. TDs, we're just gonna push these two guys over here. On our side of the ridge, I'll get up here. T50, you can scout, do whatever you want.
Help.
Focus on these guys. Don't worry about that Hellcat yet.
One of our tracks was clear. They're knocked out. Looks like that one went right through.
Alright, mediums, run down this cat. V1S's just sort of stay alive. Or back up.
Some ammo, but at least it didn't explode. Gotcha.
Mediums just push right down the 5 line and come in from F5 at the other side of those heavy tanks.
There's scouts over there by like C0.
This is just a norm for now. Mediums just stick together. Just come in and flank those heavy tanks. There's only one watch in the backside. Push.
Trap.
Find another target.
Impressive, man. Very impressive.
Yeah, we just have that one scout left. So it's spread out and find him again. Where he ran off to. North. Nice shot, guys.
Nice job, guys.
Somebody goes, we don't play fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never chance it. Does anyone want to sit out for these two guys?
I can say that.
I'll set this one out, actually, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Applejack said he was leaving.
Alright, thanks for coming.
I guess that was Snapplejack.
Yep, makes sense.
Hey, C.
Hello, Dunmore.
I have a medium, a heavy, or something else. What do you need?
Bring whatever you want to steer six.
Okay.
Alright, so this looks good. We have our bison again.
Except I wasn't shooting last game, but alright.
What, did the scout get you?
Yeah, we sort of left him out
Yes.
there to dry. Hey, you distracted the scout for a while, though. Is this assault again?
It is.
Defending.
Okay. Alright, I want the KV-1Ss. You guys are gonna stay in the B4 area with those rocks. T50, if you can sort of dash down to G4 and then wrap up through that middle road north to sort of scout it first. The TDs stay back in D1. All the mediums just push one.
Let's get this show on the road.
Then the bison, if you can position yourself to hit the H1 area.
You want me to go to H1?
Yes.
Okay.
All the medium tank. TDs, can you sort of position yourself down in D1? Either D1 or E2, wherever you have been. Okay, T50, can you go scout the north now?
They do have 3 already.
Yeah. I'm just gonna straight into K3 if you don't run into anything. TDs, can you actually move over to the C4 rock area? We're just gonna group up around K3 and like J3. We're gonna push down. That one is. Don't let them spot us all until we're all up here. It looks like they did a hard north push. It's start pushing mediums.
Out of my range.
It's in close first mediums, just stay. We'll push it once into them. Start pushing.
That's gotta hurt.
We're gonna support 1S's there.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Alright, 1S's and TDs at base, you guys can sort of push up at your discretion.
Enemy armor is damaged. Track hit. The gunner's
Can't peekaboo,
dead.
guys.
We're trying to cover for him. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is destroyed. We've lost a track.
There they are.
We nailed it bad.
Mediums just close in on a heavy group. And move up.
It almost looked like the heavies were going back to protect already.
In this, if the heavies and TDs can take the top of the hill, that would be nice.
Simple.
And then mediums just stick together. Bison, do your bison stuff.
Do work.
The best stuff.
Mediums just slow down a little bit, let the heavies get to the top. Let the VKs take any shots. These you can just push right down the zero line into them. VKs go, and then the rest of the mediums follow.
We're done for.
Did
Everyone
you see
get
that?
out.
Yeah.
I took one of them.
Let's focus on that.
Let me kill him. Yeah.
Good job,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, the bison got a kill.
Yeah, you counter battery.
Oh god.
So, team fire there.
Just be mindful of when you pull ahead to take a shot. I had two people run in front of my shot. As I was taking it, and ended up shooting the back of their turret. So just be careful.
Pep, did you want back in, or? I guess not. Alright, we're gonna pretty much do the same thing again. Mediums are gonna be a group, then the KV-1Ss, and the TDs are... or it looks like we dropped one TD. So the KV-1Ss and the Dicker Max are gonna be a group, then the mediums and Hellcat are gonna be another one. I hate this map.
In Clan Wars, they do a rush down the 7 line. Very, very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, T50, can you sort of dash down that 7 line bridge? Hate to send you down there, but just sort of light them up. KV1S's, Dicker Max, if you guys can set up in like E7 on the right side of the bridge, all the mediums pile down into, sort of get to G8 and then move over to H7. Bison, you're gonna wanna move south. Hellcats with the medium. Pretty much consider it a Hellcat, a medium. The guys in E7, you're gonna be in charge of keeping the base safe somewhat, but take care of anything that's in the E6 area. Your goal is to focus on that 7 line down in J7.
Alright, KVs. I'm gonna use you guys as a bit of a shield because my tank is made out of butter and nukes.
Mediums, just get down here to this little hangar here. Let's move into this road.
That's gotta hurt.
V1S's, just sort of stay up there at E7. Watch out, Peaches, just sort of peek what's around that bend. Alright, mediums. Mediums, it's focused on anything in this road right now.
Gotta hurt.
They went north, so up to the TD and KV1S at E7 to move north.
We're covering his position, but not very well.
Come south, guys. Just take him out. TD, you actually can stay near the base.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing what I can for the bridge. I want to stay closer.
So can you follow me? Go along the edge here, head down. One X is sort of just keep moving along. They have people pointing here, so.
Damn it.
There we go.
Right, guys, just move down.
Artie, watch out, coming or someone.
I'm trying to get to him in time.
We nailed him back.
Bad, I just shot. Fucking lucky.
Sorry, Bison.
Nah, too bad. I just shot.
Okay, guys, just group
couldn't
up.
Reload.
Group up and get on the flag right now. Ignore that Hellcat. He's trying to bait you in. Just guys down there, group up, get on the flag. Just sort of move as a group. We want to pick them off one by one. Keep on moving. Get out of cover, or get out of their firing range. Just move into the flag. Get that Growy out. The TD, if yeah, you know what you're doing, just move right down the 4 line. Alright, ignore that girl and pudding, just... Just push on the Hellcat and the Hellcat.
Ah!
God, I tracked him.
Guys, just push on the Hellcat. Don't worry about camping now.
Okay.
He's looking my way.
The radio man is down. We can only signal nearby vehicles.
Nice job, guys.
I did awful that game.
I did pretty much nothing.
Soaked up a couple shots.
I tracked them twice.
Yeah, I got two-shotted by 2 KV-1Ss.
Yeah, the trick to beat in the 1Ss sitting around a corner is basically we want to get the numbers and then we all push around at once, since they might kill one of us really quickly, but they waste that alpha and then we're able to finish them all.
Yeah, but I just ran in like a madman. For some reason I assumed that those Hellcats were alone, which they really were not.
Alright, so I got time for one more fight here. We've done pretty damn good.
I can sit out if Pep wants in, but...
Nah, he's AFK, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for everyone who's joined this TC so far. It's been pretty fun. I think we have only lost 2 or 3.
I think 2 is correct.
The one was when we did our low tier spam, which obviously didn't work.
We lost a low tier spam and when they bum rushed the cap
Yeah.
Pro AFK.
Well, we've won every single game I've been here for. Which is pretty sweet.
You're a good luck charm.
Yeah, I'm counting 8 and 2.
Yeah, we're 8 and 2.
Let's make it 9 and 2 then. And we get this again. Alright, so same plan, except for let's have the Dicker Max and Peaches at E7, and then pretty much everyone else except for the T50 and the Bison we're gonna push down into G8 and then over to H7. T50 if you can scout like the last game.
Let's get this show on the road.
We run into a bunch of KV-1Ss down here. I'm gonna want the mediums to sort of get into any cover. To sort of see where they go next.
Scout needs information again.
The scout knows where to go better than I do. So JD, if you can push south.
All the way down.
We're gonna leave K and the Dicker Max there for now.
I shot their scout. Let's go and kill him.
Alright, so there are VKs over here. Most likely their KV-1Ss are pushing up the left side of the map. See, it's all group up, push right down into them. make this quick.
I love the camo scenery.
Thank you. It's E2 out.
T50, go kill that scout, please.
Once the 150's dead, let's have the go to 3601 and go to Cat. Can the 1S and the Hellcat move back up north?
We've just dinged him.
Mediums just roll through J and K line. 1S's, Dicker Max, and the VK back there just sort of hold steady at the bridge. Something, just start moving left safely. Okay, yeah, the guys at the bridge just start moving west. Mediums start heading north. Forget that 1S at their flag, just start heading north.
The 1S is gonna start moving toward us.
Man.
It's just take out these guys in the north first, then worry about that last 1S. Mediums and everyone move over there, let's kill these two guys. Parallax, you can just run and hide.
I got this one.
Alright.
What the fuck? This 1S is just ignoring you.
Good job, guys. Just kill this one last already.
He's a pro champ.
I take it he's at K1.
Okay.
Good job, ladies.
Nice job. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for the invite, C.
Yep, no problem.
Yep, great plan. Hope you run another.